Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video I'm reviewing to The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 8, Too Far Gone. This was the mid-season finale, and all I can say about it is, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it was the craziest episode of this show ever. It was by far the best episode of the season. There were so many good performances in this episode. I think a lot of people deserve awards from this episode, and I really liked how everything wrapped up at the end, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see what's going to happen from here. Because there's a lot that happens at the end of this episode that I definitely want to talk about, but let's just get to the whole episode, because I absolutely loved it. I love the way they did this whole episode. At first, I thought it was just going to be another, from the governor's point of view, but no, we finally got to see the person and everything, and I was very happy about that, so that was great. And it was just a fantastic episode, and I loved it so much. And these past 2 weeks, which haven't been the most exciting, I mean, last episode was exciting, but not compared to this. Compared to this, I mean, this is what we've wanted to see from this show. We've wanted to see a huge shootout, and that's exactly what we got. So, let's just get to this episode. So the big thing is we start out where we see the governor. He's basically talking to the camp, and he's telling him how we need to go somewhere else. We need to repopulate. Because it's no longer safe here. A bunch of walkers are just gonna break out and kill all of us, so it's really not safe for us anymore, and we need to go somewhere else. And, I think Lily at this point is kind of like, can we trust him or whatever? She's really not sure if she can trust him anymore. And he tells her, oh, don't worry, I'm just doing this for us. I'm doing this for you, Tara and Megan. You guys will be okay. And she doesn't really know if she can trust him. She's like, I don't even know who you are anymore. I kind of suspect that she has this feeling that he kind of did something to Martinez, or she saw the aquarium he's building in the water. I kind of had this feeling that she just knew he was a sick bastard. I think she did, at that point in the episode. So, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen from there, but then we see that now, the governor, he actually did not shoot Michonne, which I was actually kind of surprised at that he didn't shoot her. No, instead he only did that as, to scare them, I think. I think he literally did that just to scare them. And instead he kidnapped Michonne and Hershel, and he's not letting them go anywhere. Michonne at this point is like, okay, I'm going to kill you right now. And she really can't, because she's powerless at this point. She's, all tied up and everything. And, Hershel's there, too. And it was kind of sad to see them both helpless, because, Michonne's the one who killed, Penny, the governor's daughter. And, I knew that the governor was out for Michonne. At first, I wasn't sure why Hershel, but then I thought, wait a minute, Hershel's the one who's bringing everybody together, and Hershel's kind of the one who's keeping everybody stable and keeping everyone from the verge of insanity. So, of course, he'd go after Hershel, because Hershel is really the big father figure and the big leader of the group. So, of course, he'd go after Hershel. After this, we do finally get to see the conversation between Rick and Daryl, and Daryl is pissed when he finds out that Rick sent Carol away. I kind of think Daryl, kind of sees Rick's point, but at the same time, he doesn't hesitate to tell Tyrese. He's just like, well, let's see what he's going to do about that. Because Rick says, I didn't want to tell Tyrese, and Daryl just goes down, he's like, well, let's just see what he's going to do about that. And I'm like, Daryl, you're basically endangering Carol, so when Carol comes back, Tyrese is going to kill her. If you tell Tyrese right now, they're right about, Tyrese is talking to them, he's kind of telling him how, the person who's feeding the rats to the walkers is the same person who is, it killed Karen, and, they're about to tell him that Carol killed, Karen and David, but before they can, they hear this loud explosion. So, unfortunately, the only thing that was a little bit disappointing in this episode, which wasn't a major thing, is that we did not find out who is feeding the rats to the walkers. I'm not completely disappointed about this, because it still does give us some sort of mystery to continue for the rest of the season, because this is a big thing, and I still think it's Bob Stuckey. I still think he's the one that's doing it, and, that's what I think. So basically, we see the governor, he's on a tank and everything, and all his men are there, and it's the craziest thing ever. He's like, Rick, come down here, I need to talk to you. And Rick is like, this is totally out of my control, I can't control, and he says it was the council's decision. So the governor says, is Hershel on the council? And then he shows that, Hershel is, is tied up and everything. And he says, what about Michonne? And Michonne's also tied up. So pretty much Rick is now powerless. He has no choice. He has to talk to the governor. And so then it cuts to black, I think, and then it went to commercial, I think. And then he talks to the governor. And the governor gives him a choice. He says, all right, I'm going to give you a choice here. Either you're going to let me leave this camp and you're going to let me live here, or I'm going to do some very bad things, and if you leave this camp, I will not hurt you or anyone. And I'm kind of like, well, I mean, you should kind of go along with it, but he didn't listen to him. He decides to not go along with it. He decides, no, there are children living here, and the governor says, okay, you're not going to listen to me, then I'm going to give you till sunrise, and you can make your decision till then. So that's what happens there. Then after this, we see it's probably the stupidest person this whole episode, the stupidest person, the one who gets the stupid card in this episode is Lily. Lily made the stupidest decision ever, which is to not watch Megan. Megan is digging for something in the ground, and we see that there are these walkers that are starting to come up out of the water, and Lily's watching, paying no attention to Megan. Megan's just like, come help me dig and everything, and Lily's not even listening to her. And, well, there's this walker that rides above the sand, and this time Megan is actually attacked by the walker. She's not saved by anyone this time. She is bitten by the walker. Now, I was not surprised at all. I knew Megan was going to... I actually thought Megan was going to die last week, but I think it was just that it was way too close of a call for her to not die. Because she had to die eventually, and now is the time for her to get killed off, because that really... showed a lot of, really set up a lot of stuff, and it was definitely interesting to see what was going to happen for her, but at the same time, like, you were supposed to be watching her, so this is kind of your fault, Lily, so it's really Lily's fault. Lily gets, stupid points for this episode, so stupid points go to Lily. But besides that, I definitely enjoyed that a lot. I thought it was definitely very interesting to see, what happened there, and I'm not surprised she got killed off, but, I mean, I am a little surprised, but I thought, and not as surprised at what happens next. So it's basically now, it's by sunrise and everything, and Governor, tells Rick he's made a decision, and, Rick kind of tells the governor, he kind of gives him a compromise, and I thought this was a reasonable compromise. I thought, if I was a reasonable person, which the governor obviously is not, I would, go along with this, and I was actually, kind of, thinking the governor might win here, and I was actually kind of rooting for him, because I just thought he was a cool badass, but not after what happens after this episode. I mean, after what happens here. He tells the governor, look, I don't have to make a decision here. We could all live together, we could all live together as one, and it's okay because the prison is divided into one big thing, so we could both sleep in the same sleeping quarters. And the governor's not listening to any of this, and he kind of tells them how they're not too far gone. They can come back from this, and I definitely enjoyed seeing that. I really enjoyed seeing that because that was the title of this episode, Too Far Gone, that they're not too far gone. They can still come back. They can still fix everything. And, he's really saying how Rick and the governor can make amends. The governor, Michonne, can make amends. And the governor's like, that is complete bullshit. Not a chance. And he goes right to Hershel's neck. He takes out Michonne's sword, and he slits Hershel's neck. So Hershel is now dead. He's, and am I surprised Hershel died? Yes. But honestly, the governor had to kill somebody. I knew he was either going to kill Michonne or Hershel. I knew it was not going to be Michonne. I knew Michonne was going to be the one to kill the governor. I knew that, I knew that. I did know that he was going to kill somebody because pretty much he had to show Rick, I mean business here. I'm not fucking around when I say this. I mean serious business here. And that's what he had to tell Rick, is that I mean business, and that's how he did it. He killed Hershel, and, the reason, I think this is a great thing because this is basically when the all-out war starts. After this, it is complete Armageddon. It's crazy. Guns are just shooting everywhere. Rick shoots the governor, and then an all-out war starts, and I love what happens after this scene. After this scene, the governor takes his and at this point, I'm like, kill the governor, kill the governor, kill the governor, kill the governor. Because I was really upset that they killed off Hershel. I would have never thought they would have killed him off, but at the same time, I think it was a very good death, because Hershel actually had a very nice sign-off, because he basically saw that, Rick has learned everything that Hershel has, has to teach him, and he's starting to really become a leader of the group. I think Rick really became a leader in this episode, and I thought that was definitely very interesting to see. And Andrew Lincoln's performance in that scene was amazing. He definitely deserves an Emmy for that scene. He was amazing. So after this, we see that the tank goes through the fence and everything. Everybody's shooting everybody. I mean, Carl's shooting people. Maggie and Beth are shooting some people. And Maggie's just crying at this because, I mean, Hershel is dead now, so she's really upset about that. And here's another super part of the episode. Lily shows the governor... Sorry, there's a bug. Let me get it. I'll get it. I got it. Okay. Lily shows the governor the dead Megan, basically, and what happens is the governor sees the dead Megan, and he just shoots her in the face. He just shoots her in the face. He doesn't even hesitate. He's like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, what? Did those scenes mean nothing to you? He had a scene with her earlier about mud pies. It seemed like he really was bonding with her, but no, he just shoots her in the face, like, whatever. And, this really pisses Lily off. You can definitely see the look on her face, like, what did you just do? You just, you can see the scar on her face, like, oh my god, he just shot her. Everything he said to me was complete bullshit. I need to do something right now. And, it's pretty interesting to see what happens. There's a lot of kills here. Also, we see that the kids are starting to form their own group. Lizzie is kind of taking over for the kids. And, they're kind of just forming their own little group, and, Lizzie actually ends up killing Tara's lesbian girlfriend, which I was actually happy about because I didn't care about her. And I never liked Tara from the beginning, so who cares? I don't even give a shit, really. But eventually, Rick and the governor are in this fist fight and everything, and, you don't really know who's going to win. I like the way that it is. You really did not know who was going to win, if Rick was going to win, and if the governor was going to win. I really like the way they set up the scene, because either of them could have won, and I definitely like the way they did that. And, eventually, though, Michonne takes out her sword and she stabs the governor right through the back. But the governor actually does not die from this. I'm like, how is he not dying from this? It's pretty crazy the way that worked. And I definitely was like, why is he not dying from this? But then eventually, luckily, Lily goes up to him and she shoots him in the face just like he did to Megan. And I was like, yes, that is the perfect way to kill him off. And I like what the director said. The director of the show, I forgot, Robert Kirkman, that's his name, Robert Kirkman. He said that he pretty much, wanted to do it something different to the comics. In the comics, Lily just kills the governor. So we wanted to do it so Rick does his thing, then Michonne does his thing, then Lily finishes it off, which I thought was perfect. And I really like the way they did that. That was definitely very satisfying, and I really enjoyed seeing that because, I mean, it was pretty awesome to see the governor die. I mean, I really like the governor as a villain, but he was so annoying this episode, and he really deserved to die. I hated him in this episode. After he killed Hershel, I'm like, okay, kill him now. Especially after he shot Megan in the face. I'm like, he doesn't care, kill him now. Just do it now. I don't care. Just do it. The other big thing is that we basically see that now the group gets separated. A bunch of them, Maggie and Glenn, and Beth and all of them, some of them are going off on a bus. The kids are going in their own group. The prison is now destroyed. It's completely destroyed. It's on fire. They have to find somewhere else to live. And Rick and Carl are going by themselves. So now everyone's separated. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen now that everyone is separated. And I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen here. But the big question is, where is Judith? And basically, Rick and Carl, they go up to Judith's baby carriage, and Judith is not there. So who took Judith? I don't know. I think Judith is going to be okay for the most part. I think she's going to be fine, but we're definitely going to have to see what's going to happen with Judith. But the episode ends with them leaving, and Carl looks back at the prison, and Rick says, don't look back. And basically, the big question is, where are they going to go next? And that was how the episode ended, and I thought it was a fantastic episode. I thought everyone was brilliant in this episode. The writing for this episode was on fire. Everyone did a really great job in this episode. The performances were amazing, and I loved every minute of this episode. I would definitely give this episode 10 out of 10. It was perfect, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Unfortunately, we have to wait till February for the next episode, which is really I'm just like, ugh. why we have to wait till February. But I mean, it's okay because I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going to happen next. Who's going to become the next big major villain? I think whoever's tying the rats to the fence, they're going to be the next governor, basically. They're going to be the next governor, and they're going to be the one who's going to be the big villain. Where are they going to go next? Because everyone's going somewhere else. Some people went on a bus, you know, the kids stayed somewhere, and Rick and Carl are going somewhere else, so they're all kind of separate now. So I think we're going to have, like, multiple storylines. I think that's going to be pretty cool to see. And I definitely enjoyed seeing that. But that's it for my review. Let me know what you guys saw this episode. Are you upset about the death of Hershel? I think we all are. I mean, Hershel, rest in peace. He was a great character. And I like the way on Talking Dead that they kind of let the guy who plays Hershel get his final speech and everything. I like seeing that. But that's it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.